calm down. First of all, tell me, where did you get the dress?
Not from no catalog, I'll tell you that. You like it?
I think Paul will absolutely adore it. I hope so.
I mean, not that I'm counting on anything, but, we're sort of getting to that point.
What point? A serious point?
I gotta tell you, it's taken everything in me not to jump on his bones. It's not just me, is it? I mean, he is like bootylicious.
He's very attractive.
Yes. That's what I said. But, okay. So what about the earrings? Come on. Oh, and thank you for letting him pick me up here because I want your mother to know nothing about my personal life. Thank you.
These are perfect.
The ones I picked. Come on, are you sure?
They're you. I don't think Paul wants anything else.
Thank you. That's him. Sounds like Paul can't wait to see you either. You ready?
Rose here. Oh, thank goodness. I need both of you immediately.
What's wrong?
I'll tell you what's wrong. Craig has called an emergency meeting of worldwide, all the major stockholders tonight. That swine, he thinks he's going to unseat me as CEO, and he's got to be stopped.
Rose has an appointment, so I will brainstorm with you as long as you need.
An appointment, darling? Cancel it.
No, I'm sorry, Miss Walsh, I can't do that.
That's not a simple request. That's an order. I thought, but he's been very busy. He's been working the phones, and he's put together a
Craig needs Barbara's vote to get the shares. It's not going to happen. Without her, he's sunk.
Barbara Ryan is hardly reliable. Rose, I need you to use your influence with Paul to make sure his mother votes for me.
No, I told you last time. That's it. I'm not doing this.
Come on, he's very interested in you. It's time to call in your markers. Whoever it is, you're otherwise engaged.
Well, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you. This is something I pulled out of the back of the closet.
I wasn't talking about the dress.
Well, Paul, darling, how wonderful to set eyes on you this evening.
It's nice to see you too, Lucinda.
And, your mother, it's her recovery proceeding?
Yeah, she's
correctly?
improving.
Oh,
Thank you for asking.
well, why wouldn't I? I'm very concerned about her.
Rosa, we really need to go. We have reservations at the lake.
We don't want to break those reservations.
Have a wonderful
Oh,
time, Rose. Make sure he brings his mother to the meeting, because if we don't have the votes, we're buried. Enjoy.
Hurry up.
Is that what you call facing the day? Cowering behind your drapes?
How did you get in here?
The front door was locked, so I tried the patio.
Get out.
Is Paul around?
You are forbidden to speak his name in my presence.
Paul. There. Well, now that we have that out of the way, why don't we have a little chat, Barbara?
I am calling the police.
Okay, go ahead. And while you do that, I'll call my office and have your face splattered on the front cover of The Intruder.
What do you want?
You know the story of the Emperor's New Clothes? You see, I think you're pulling the same thing. I think I'm the only one in this town who can see that you're not the martyr you're pretending to be. So I'm telling you to get over yourself, lady, and stop using that veil as a license to hurt people.
You know nothing about my life.
I know that Hal is blind to your tricks. And I know that your children are suffering. Not that that seems to bother you.
My children are not your concern.
Oh, don't play the mother lion with me. You gave up those kids for Craig Montgomery without batting an eyelash.
I did no such thing.
Just happy for your kids that they have Hal. And happy for Hal that he has a support system.
Meaning you?
You find that surprising?
I find it revolting. Not to mention impossible.
Really? Is that so? Well, you know, I think you need a little update, Barbara. You see, your son and I didn't work out, but your ex-husband and I are doing just swell.
Oh, wait, except for the part where your mother horned in, but we got past that.
She didn't.
Oh, yes, plopped herself down right there at our table. Started leaning on Paul about the stockholders meeting.
Also, what did he do?
He was amazing. Oh, he handled himself beautifully. He said that Barbara would be there at the meeting and she would vote her shares for Lucinda. Then he escorted Lucinda out gracefully before she grew roots.
I'm impressed.
I tell you, Lily, he's got everything. I mean, looks, brains, he's got class. The whole package, huh? Yeah. I never knew anybody that had the whole package, you know? I mean, either they were otherwise unavailable. We won't talk about that right now, but they'd have looks, you know, but no brains, and money, but no class. I mean, there was one guy that I thought might have had the whole package, but then but we don't want to talk about that right now. I feel like Cinderella, you know, at the ball. Except it never turned midnight.
Maybe it never will.
You know what? I'm really starting to believe that.
Not quite what you had in mind, huh?
In a word, no. So I think it would be beneficial to everyone involved if we nipped this in the bud before someone gets hurt.
Like?
You. You have a lot to lose tonight.
Paul, apparently.
You can't lose what you don't have, Miss D'Angelo. What you have is a deal with Lucinda to secure my vote. And you'll get it if you get the hell out of my way.
You know what? It really doesn't matter what you think of me. But what you're doing to your son is unfair.
Fair and unfair are concepts I no longer understand. You only have to look at my face to appreciate that. So, do we have a deal? Do we understand each other?
Perfectly. I do what you want, and you do what I want.
Hello? Is anybody here? This is creepy. This place is gonna be gangbusters at Halloween. Paul? Paul, is that you? Hello? Anybody? All right, that's it. Paul Ryan, if you don't show up within 2 seconds, I'm out of...
Carly, it's Jack. Keep quiet, okay? I'm sorry I scared you.
Scared me. I'm about 2 seconds away from cardiac arrest. What are you doing here?
You first.
I'm here on business.
Business?
Yeah, I took that job at BRO. Somebody called me tonight and told me to come here with my sketches to show Paul.
Who called you?
I don't know, Jack. He didn't tell me his name. His voice was familiar. He said it was important, so here I am.
Look, I know I encouraged you to take that job with Paul Ryan. I was wrong. If I were you, I'd quit right now.
I know it's a little strange him asking me here this time of night, but it's because of Barbara.
No, then find another designer, Carly. I don't want you getting caught up in the middle of this.
In the middle of what? What are you talking about?
I don't want to give you another scare. There's something you should see.
What is that?
Photos of you and Paul.
Where did you get these?
I found them hanging here tonight.
I don't understand who would want pictures of me and Paul. Oh, unless Barbara is having somebody follow us around. She is so sick.
No, I don't think Barbara has anything to do with this.